make it down to that point.
Who's your pick? Who's your pick?
I'm going to go with 16, Tristan Charbonneau. A little flinch there by one of the riders there. Charbonneau about 5 or 6 over. And we will see. No idea who that is. One guy just goes right around the Shaw.
Was that
Wes Williams there, the Arabic videographer they have for Verb Moto. There's Charbonneau, number 16 now, coming into view. And he won this thing the first time out.
That's the 70, it looks like, huh?
It is, and it looks like the number 71 as well. And Charbonneau is going to race them all the way down. And he will hit the 10 Commandments in maybe the number 1 spot.
Timmy Bador.
Oh, there you go.
From
Timmy
Lake
Bador.
Michigan.
Yeah, I remember Timmy.
Out of the lake, up in Michigan.
Yep, right near it anyway. So Timmy Bador has a pretty big task to try to keep up with the number 16. And that is Tristan Charbonneau, originally out of Washington, now resides down in Georgia, training at GPF with Josh Woods, Terry Woods, and the crew. Great family atmosphere down there, training going on every day, taking care of all their guys. GPF in the house, located right next door to Colleen and the MTF crew. Then you got Club MX up in, what are they, in South Carolina or something like that?
South of the border.
Yeah, there you go, south of the border MX as well. They've got a bunch of money they're giving away. $63,000 worth of free coupons you can use to their facility there. Top 3 in every class, $1,000 for every guy to go to
That's
south
pretty
of the
crazy.
border.
There, we talked about homeschooling and stuff like that, and I think that that these places like this ought to start offering those kind of opportunities for riders also, man. I mean, because there's so many out there, and those guys are doing such a great job, and I know that cutting edge technology as far as a lot of these new training facilities are concerned, as we are nearly complete in lap 1 of this 450B Moto number 2 now.
Timmy Bador coming after Tristan Charbonneau. Good for you, Timmy. We'll get the stage set here, let you know who's doing what. It's Charbonneau, Bador, Josh Bartosh, number 71, Bador on the 70 machine, Chris Corsi on the number 87 machine, Blake Nieheiser in the number 5 spot, Carson Tickle is 6th, Michael Hicks 7th, Wilson Fleming 8th, RJ Wageman 9th, and Salvatore Colangelo in that number 10 spot as we watch Tristan Charbonneau work on a pair of 1s here now. Second moto for these guys. We go 3 motos here at Loretta Lynn's. If you just joined us here on planet Earth, that's what we do here, 3 motos.
3 motos? When did that start happening?
The first year we ever did it.
1982.
Yep.
82. Hey, Josh Bartosh opening up in the number 2 spot there, Kevin. The interesting thing to point out about number 71, he's riding that Ty Luke Bell compound Storm Lake Honda 7 factory connection back machine. He finished 17th in Moto 1, so a great start here in Moto 2 could turn things around for him.
Thanks a lot. I get the look over from Big John. He does that choking symbol like you're dead as soon as you get a step out of the tower. That's basically what he said. I tend to believe him.
He's the type of guy that can make a man want to work all night, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be up here in the tower all night if you need me, guys.
We are not. We are going to be doing 24 hours of broadcast on RacerTV. Whatever you do, do not shut that off.
That's right. Here we are watching the number 70 of Timmy Bador, the number 87 of Chris Corsi wanting to get up in there and mix it up. Just in front of them is Bartosh and Charbonneau.
So looking, I'm just watching, I'm actually looking down through the ranks here, seeing several of these positions all in that first lap, and you see a lot of this, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 2/10. Now is the lap that we'll have a chance to see these guys start to settle in. They were position jockeying on that first lap, and they start establishing themselves here on lap number 2. And Tristan Charbonneau checking in with a 1:57.9 now as lap 2 in the history books. Bartosh in with a 2.479 to Bador, a 2:02.4, a 2:01.3 for Chris Corsi in 4th. Blake Nieheiser in the number 5 spot. He's riding the 81, a 2:02.9. So things have stretched out there a little bit. Chris Corsi, though, looks like he may be pressuring Bador, the number 70, for the number 3 position, and that might be the race we're picking up on here pretty soon, I believe.
And we are watching it. The number 47 or 87 of Corsi has gotten around Timmy Bador. The rear end stepped out on him just past the mechanics area. And Bador tries to fight back. We don't allow fighting here. You'll get in trouble. Big John will have something to say to you. There's Corsi on the 87 machine, got the orange and white gear. There's Bador, number 70, number 81, right behind him. Blake Nieheiser tripling out of those 10 commandments there. And that's the battle there. Charbonneau 2.9 seconds out front of Josh Bartosh.
Wow, you know, pretty interesting. You got that rhythm section that you got to work through. Wow, here it comes. Blake Nieiser now putting the pressure on that 70 of Bador, it looks like, as we're running through Suzuki Storyland. I was just going to say, you've got that challenging 10 Commandments section, then you got that double-double section coming into Storyland there. So, I mean, that's 2 sections right back to back that you've got to have your timing dialed in.
And Bador now trying to deal with number 81, Blake Nieiser. Blake is right there with him, up and over that big ant hill. The top of it about 3 feet shorter in the center where all the guys have rolled through, shot dirt back all the way to Nashville. And the number 70 just chewing up this racetrack, the big 450B class. Those bikes will give you all you can handle, and it'll get away from you every now and again out here.
Man, Bador has been under fire pretty much since the beginning of this one. Got the whole shot, I believe, and everybody's been just looking at him and beating on him ever since.
Yep, he's coming under the attack of Nieiser now. He's coming, the number 81.
Swirly time now, I imagine, is what Nieheiser's, Corsi's trying to think right now.
Swirly time?
Yeah, you know, getting picked on to get their head. You used to have it done to you all the time.
I thought you were talking about an ice cream cone as well.
Well, I am talking about that too, but right now.
That's what he's thinking about.
I am thinking about twisty cones, but Jason Wygant is eating pizza right now.
All right.
He's trying to get the Jolly Rancher out of his teeth.
We'll see you at the dentist.
Charbonneau, Bartosz, Corsi, Bador, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nieheiser and the number 5 right at the end of lap number 3. And right now what we're watching is the battle for the 4th place position of Nieheiser and Bador.
And here they go into the Cometic right-hander, which leads to the GoPro 10 Commandments. Bador, Nieheiser. Different rhythms there through there.
Way different. 450.
That rhythm is going to get you, John. You know what? It will get you.
Rhythm is going to get you?
Yes.
Tonight.
Dun, 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 dun.
Speaking of the rhythm, here it comes, man. The 81 machine. Whoa!
Oh, he stalls it out. Nieheiser stalls the machine there, and he's back underway, but everybody, the peloton has caught him.
There's Salvatore Colangelo, who was back in the 7th place position. He's there. Carson Tickle we see there. RJ Wageman, the number 21, was 8th place at the end of the lap, right there as well. And don't count out Michael Hicks. I'm sure Hicks ain't far behind now, either aboard the 46. Dare DeMartile rounds out your top 10, by the way, at the end of lap number 3 there aboard the number 52. So we're 3 laps into this one, working on lap number 4. Charbonneau with a 5-second lead over Bartosz at the end of the 3rd lap. A 158.246 lap time was his lap on lap 3. His fastest was the 2nd lap at a 157.9, about 0.3 of a second faster. So he established a little bit of a comfort zone now and is continuing to roll as Bartosz still back in the number 2 spot. There is Corsi, Chris Corsi, the number 87. That is your 3rd place ride. We see checking in at the finish line now. Heading toward the billboard section. He has what appears to be a little bit of comfort zone. 2 seconds is what I'm seeing right here right now as he has solidified that 3rd place position now away from Timmy Bador. Bador 4.3 seconds ahead of Carson Tickle now. Those guys running nearly identical lap times as Bador's dropped to a 2:03 lap time. Tickle a 2:03.532. Blake Nieheiser now a 2:08.420 is 6th. RJ Wageman in 7th aboard the 21. 8th there. DeMartile aboard the 52. 9th, 46 Michael Hicks. And Salvatore Colangelo, the 32 machine, now drops back a 10th. So, man, he's like a yo-yo bouncing around back there right now.
Up and down. Here we go into the 10 Commandments with bike number 81. It's Nieheiser in the number 6 spot after stalling the machine, challenging for that number 3 or 4 spot. Now he's got a lot more work to do.
Watch him go. He's reeling in.
This is close to where he stalled that machine out, this left-hander here.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, in the Storyland, actually about right there.
Oh, wah, wah, wah. But he's back up and running.
96 Carson Tickle just ahead of him. He's trying to make the pass and
got the feather out, going to run it underneath his arm, see if he can break the concentration of Carson Tickle and tickle him under his arm.
Nieheiser
didn't work, did not work. He tried.
Dropping back to 6th after that little miscue on the last lap around. Tickle was their 5th place position, whom he is set to get the feather out on here in a moment. Look at the braking bumps coming into that, man. I mean, that right there is making the suspension work. Even it's like, you know, they put those brakes on and they bounce and they're in the air and it's
drag
just,
the dirt around.
Yeah.
You got big braking bumps going into the turn, then massive ruts through and all the way out of the turn, so there's no rest on this racetrack.
I got to say, and I know we said it at the beginning of the week, but I just got to reiterate, I've never seen the characteristics of this track quite like this. I don't know if it's because we haven't seen the rain this week and it hasn't.
Yeah, they've controlled the moisture content. They've made it work exactly like they want to. Normally, the wetter a track gets, it will pack down. It won't whoop up as much. It'll rut up, but it won't whoop out like what you're seeing here because the dirt is just sitting there and you're not dragging up piles of fluffy dirt. They've got the consistency exactly how they want it, and they're making it rough on purpose.
Well, they're doing a great job of it. I know it's created some of the best championship racing in the history of Loretta Lynn. So I've seen some of the greatest battles so far this season. And, you know, fortunately, it's not over yet. We still got a little more than one moto to go for a lot of these classes. Still several second motos to finish up.
Yeah, RJ Wademan.
Wow.
Not again. Number 81 having some issues there. Blake Nieheiser pulls off the track, and he's right back. There goes to pass those guys again.
Dare to meet DeMar Tile there, the 8th place position, moves up into 7th now around Nieheiser, who is now an 8th place, at least 8th place spot. So that moves Wageman up into the number 6 position, and Carson Tickle uncontested.
Oh wow, it's only $300 if you do an uncontested divorce. You know.
They say that, I know that, but it still cost me 26 grand.
Oh boy. Charbonneau out front 10 seconds. Josh Bartosh second. Chris Coursey third. Timmy Bador solid in fourth. Carson Tickle Me Elmo is fifth. Blake Nieheiser Bush is in the number 6 spot. RJ Wageman 7th. Dare DeMartile is 8th. Michael Hicks 9th. And Salvatore Colangelo rounds out your top 10 here as we hit lap number 6. Getting close, about 4 more laps to go, Rodney. Rodney Tomlin.
Yeah, this is riders settling into a pace here. Charbonneau has dropped his pace all the way back to a 2:07 time. The gap with Bartosh turning a 2:03.5, which was a full almost 4 seconds faster, is still 6.7 seconds. So Charbonneau, I don't know whether he had a problem there on that lap, whether lap traffic is becoming a bit of an issue for the leader or not. But if that's the case, and Charbonneau, or if that's not the case, and Charbonneau's just slowing down, Bartosh could be trying to pull off what we've seen pulled off in the previous motos, is those late race charges. Last lap passes.
We've seen a few of those today. Those have been really fun to watch. So we watched Chad Murphy get his moto win snatched away from him, and we'll see how this thing shakes down with Charbonneau Bartosh, as Bartosh is coming 2:03, 2:07 for Charbonneau. 4 seconds, man.
Wow.
6 seconds separating the two of them. There's Charbonneau, number 16, and looks like he is back underway. I'm sure the pit board telling him everything he needs to know. Lap number 6, 6 seconds out. Keep doing what you're doing. He's been with Thor for a long, long time. I think Jamie Robertson signed him way back when on 85.
Life contract.
Yep, that's right. The Charbonneau brothers there. Troy making it work for many, many years. Tristan kind of fell off the map there for a couple, 3 years, and these last 2 years he has been flat on it.
You know, I think a lot of that might have been, there might have been some injury in there, but I think as much as anything, a lot of growing. You know how some kids go through an awkward stage whenever they're growing. He finally, yeah, exactly.
Right now he's going through his.
And maybe that's what Charbonneau was looking at and trying to deal with, and now that he's gotten acclimated to everything, it's proven wise for him as he is once again laying down some great laps out there. Look at that, 2:06, that time a 2:01.3. I guess he just wanted to show the boys, yeah, I still got it.
Yep.
Now his fastest lap is 1:57.9. He turned that on lap 2, but when you're running up about 10 seconds ahead of the rest of the field, no sense in pushing the envelope if it's not necessary at times, I don't think.
And if you're going to push, you want to make sure you lick it close, so if you spill it, it goes off the table, everything doesn't come out.
Exactly, and you get right back on it and roll without any incident. We've seen some of that going on today too.
There's the number 21 of Wageman going after Timmy Bador for a top 5 spot. There's Bador on the 70 Honda, the red bike, the blue bike, number 21 of Wageman. And he is very hard to miss there with that super bright gear. And Bador is bouncing all over the track there. There's RJ Hampshire talking about his gate picks in the first 2 motos, 41st and 42nd. And thankful to get through the first day. I want more. You're getting it, man. You've given us more.
At Carly Bender at Hampshire 21, it's not the gate pick, it's the rider. Good point. Chad Murphy 54, pumped to see my buddy Diamond Dave, a.k.a. at Plessinger 157, back on the course after a big get off yesterday. That's for sure, man. I don't know if you saw any of the still photos of that, but that was a, wow, a scary one for sure. The real A-Juck, is that what that's
Don't even try it. Just
the determination and the heart that at Plessinger 157 has after taking a hard fall today in the 258 is the drive of a champion. Hashtag refuse to lose. That's a pretty cool one.
Ryan Holiday refuses to lose. Do you refuse to lose, Ryan?
Live stream comment. Austin Moore says, I want a Jolly Rancher, LOL.
Well, you can go fish that out of Jason Wygant's tooth.
It's still in there. They're trying to chisel it out right now.
Austin Moore putting in 10.5 hours today here. What's the daily rate for that? He's about $100 richer. $10 an hour to watch our show.
Been watching since 10.5 hours.
No, he has been watching for 10.5 hours.
5 hours.
Okay, I'm totally confused then.
Watching since 10.
I thought it was 10.5 hours.
See, I'm not the only one that understand this this Twitter stuff.
10.5 hours here, Timmy Vidal. Yes.
So Charbonneau is through with 8 laps complete. He just popped off another 201. 11-second gap now between he and Josh Bartosh, as Bartosh is running a 203. Chris Corsi 203, still 7 seconds back of the number 3 spot. Carson Tickle 203, 9 seconds behind Corsi. Bador 204, 2.24 seconds behind Carson Tickle. Bador still has an opportunity to make up some ground and possibly challenge Tickle for that 4th place position as the 2-lap board is out on this one. RJ Wageman, the 21 in 6th. Blake Nieheiser in the number 7 spot. Dare DeMartile in 8th. Salvatore Colangelo in the number 9 spot. And Michael Hicks, the number 46, rounds out your top 10. And we continue to watch Timmy Bador here, as he is probably one of the riders that has the best chance at advancing here. Now, I take that back. The 81 back in 7th is only less than a second, running almost 2 seconds faster lap than Wageman at this point. So Wageman, the 21, may be seeing some battles coming toward him for that number 6 position, and every point counts at this point. Again, the pivotal moto.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Middle 2 of 3 motos, the championship comes into focus for the guys that are in the mix. They're top 5 for sure. And Tristan Charbonneau, it's crystal clear right now.
Yeah.
1-1s, you cannot beat that. Pair of pocket aces.
That's it.
That lady fixes her hair there and a readjuster back there. I've been sitting for 9 hours here. I'd like to stand up a little bit here.
There is the 52 machine now of Dare DeMartile. He is reeled in Blake Nieheiser, as Nieheiser we thought might be challenging Wageman, but now he's defending himself for the number 7 position as we make our way around these final laps now. Check it out. DeMartile trying to make the pass and make things happen there in the sweet Thor Beach area now.
Little dab there by the number 81 machine going around that right-hand Thor sweeper. Blake
Wow,
Nieheiser.
what happened? Did DeMartile go down, I guess, huh? He went down in that battle trying to chase down Nieheiser, so that's how quickly and easily the battles shape up and how quickly they fade away. And that didn't fade away. It just immediately went away.
Went to black for sure.
Yeah.
There's the big Fox Tower. Been here for a long time. Open only to the Fox riders and their families. Got the lower level there. You can come check out some of the new Fox products located right next to some of the guys there at Thor.
Yeah, and guys like me, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Guys like you.
And maybe even guys like this guy right here coming into the studio even.
Let's give this dude a headset. We'll get Jeremy Martin on the show here. Maybe we'll do a little stand-up with you here. So I'm guessing. I'm just assuming that'll happen here. Closing stages here in the 450B class. White flag lap. And the studio now comes to life as Jeremy Martin. We saw you earlier in the morning walking down the road, and you're like, oh, cool, man, I'm on the shirt. How pumped were you?
Oh, I was really pumped, you know, and then I ran into you. And
then I ruined your morning.
Yeah, you just totally ruined it.
Did you buy yourself a shirt yet?
No, I haven't yet, but I should go over there and get one.
You should. I know. I mean, just get one. At least your mom and dad would probably dig it. Maybe you wouldn't wear it because it's kind of weird if you wore your own shirt. I'd do it. If You put my face on a shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah, no, I was able to sign some autographs over there at the Yamaha tent, and some kids were bringing over some T-shirts and stuff, and it was kind of pretty cool, you know.
Yeah, we were telling everybody, if you buy a shirt, go find Jeremy. He'll sign that thing for you. It's got him on it.
Oh yeah, I do it for sure.
It's pretty neat. I mean, just a few years. You're only a few years removed from right here at Loretta Lynn's. To be able to make the shirt that quickly, that's got to be making you feel pretty proud of yourself.
Yeah, no, it's an awesome feeling. But I think what's the coolest thing is being able to come back and, you know, like this is where I used to, you know, get super nervous.
Yeah, no pressure, right?
Yeah, all that pressure from racing, and you know, now I've been fortunate enough to get a win in the professional ranks and stuff. So to come back here is a pretty good feeling.
Yeah, one or two of those will do it for you, I guess. I'm help knock the edge of the nerves off. Hey, by the way, Tristan Charbonneau takes the checkers in this one. Josh Bartosh in the number 2 spot. We're looking for Chris Corsi in the number 3 spot. They'll be heading down to talk to Jason Wygant here in just a moment.
Yeah, and we're up here with Jeremy Martin. Of course, we're going to have some more time with you here once we finish up with these podiums. So sit tight here in the studio. We'll bounce it down to Jason Wygant, who has our winner, Tristan Charbonneau, and the rest of the gang in the 450B class. We'll be right back with more from inside the studio with Jeremy Martin. Jason Wygant, take it away. Now. Please, Jason, take it away. Take it. Handed it off. So the podium is a madhouse at times. You kind of got to get things all sorted out. Got to throw the bike up there, 3, 2, 1. Maybe the whole shot guy. Got to throw a little water in his face, knock the snot off his face, clean him up, throw him up on there. That dude's ready to be here. He's yawning. He was at the
wake him
until
up.
3 in the morning.
Stick your finger in his mouth. And
he was face down in that pond earlier. Oh, that girl's not pumped. Real cool, Johnny. 28th place. That is weak. I still love you, though. I'm going to run and give you a hug. Yeah. We're watching the RacerTV broadcast, doing a little voiceover ourselves.
I have to point out, we see a lot of spectators and a lot of fans here this year. I got to point out that earlier this week, in the early part of the week, we're generally used to seeing a lot of spectators popping in around Thursday. Well, about now, Friday, Saturday, especially for those third motos is when we start seeing them come in. But I was noticing even on Tuesday, the spectator lots were starting to fill up. Wednesday, they were overfilling, and this morning, I don't know. I think they've got them. They're probably parking them down in Loretta's garage about right now.
Probably are. And again, we'll take a shot down at the podium. Jason Wygant getting things sorted out. Jason, take it away. Take that Jolly Rancher out of your mouth.
No problem. Jolly Rancher is gone. Put that around your neck, man. You earned it. Bronze medal for the number 87 Kawasaki ride, Chris Corsi. Good ride, man. You proud of that?
Yeah, it's awesome. I've only had 3 months on the bike since Loretta's last year, so it feels great to come out swinging here.
What'd you do? Just decide to hit the books and go to the beach, or were you hurt?
My sponsor actually wanted me to show some responsibility and show that I wanted to earn motocross, that I really wanted it. So he had me move out of my house, get a job, get my own apartment, tell me that I needed to show some responsibility. So I fulfilled those duties, and I've been back since about April.
Wow, that is an awesome story. Who do you want to thank then?
I'd like to thank Pacific Racing Partners, the awesome sponsor that gave me the opportunity to be here. I've got a little list here. Scorcher at STM, he's gotten me in shape in those last 3 months. He's been working awesome for me. Paulson's Kawasaki, my local dealership up in Washington. Evo Suspension, they've got that bike dialed. Dosser Racing, it's almost got the whole shot, but close. Alias MX, this gear is awesome. Hooked me up good. Mika Metals, DT1, and finally Fly Helmets and Fusion Graphics.
Good stuff up here. Well done. That's a good story. Let's hear it for Chris Corsi. Chris Corsi putting it up on the podium. We got our whole shot winner here. And this guy was up front earlier in the week, and he was up front off the start here. Come around front. Got the Bell Helmets Whole Shot Award. Let's hear it for Timmy Bador. Got the start at least.
Yeah, I've been riding my heart out all week, doing the best I can for everybody that sponsors me, and I just can't thank them enough. Without them, like I said, the whole time I've been up here, it's all them, and especially my father. And another thing is those dang Dunlop tires, man. They hook up so good. They're amazing. That's what I've been putting on all my bikes. And, if you guys want to rip holies, that's the guy to see right there. And, as long as the other sponsors, TCD, Tech Care Development, that's run by Tim Bennett. Does an awesome job with my suspensions, never lets me down. Frank and Valerie Mann, Ponton Graphics. Bell helmets, they're awesome. And yeah, Adam Berkey, Jason Assad, everybody, I can't thank you enough. It's you guys that put me up here day after day.
Timmy Bedore grabbing your whole shot and $100 from Bell Helmets. I need to bring Josh Bartosh up to the stage, second place. Let's hear it for Josh Bartosh. How was that ride?
It was good. I got off to a good start on my 250 thanks to my motor builder buddy for building a solid motor. And I'd like to thank Tire Loop, Stormwake, Honda, Yoshimura, XL, Renfell, 139, Spuddy, Tamer, Prowley, Moto Seat, Gavin Faith, Steven, Troy Lee, 20, AMX Park, Oak Hill Marina, and Garno. Thank you, guys.
Josh Bartosh, second place, silver medal. Well done. And now we bring up a Moto winner. He's done it again. This guy is on a serious roll right now. Let's hear it for Tristan Charbonneau. Are you just in the zone right now, huh?
Oh yeah, focus, 100%, ready to go.
And you didn't have to overcome the super bad start in this one or anything. Seemed like the Moto was pretty solid.
It was really solid. I mean, I got fourth on the whole shot. Got behind Josh and came around past Josh, and midway through the Moto, stalled it. It kind of scared me a little bit, but I started third kick and just went great.
Who do you want to thank, Tristan?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Rock River Yamaha, Thor MX, FMF, Scott, Dunlop, Factory Connection, Monster, Hinson, Fusion, EVS, Maxima, Georgia Practice Facility, and Pro Taper.
There it is, 16, gold medal, Tristan Charbonneau.